This has been a journey that started with an idea. I just had a thought what our set should be. A video store. Shelves behind us and we're behind a counter. Could be a gimmick, like we're the last video store. That's a great idea. Oh, good idea. And the two of you definitely have enough DVDs to fill up the shelves, and then some. I don't hate the idea. It was not hated. The ball started rolling. We finally got a location. Saw this spinning shelf on Craigslist. We found this jewelry case on Facebook. Picked them up in a Home Depot truck. And the store is taking shape. We dawdled for too long, ended up paying for an extra hour. Found a magazine rack for free $3.99. We picked it up from a convenience store that seemed to have no idea they were giving it away. At this point, we're pretty happy with ourselves, and we think we're looking pretty good. That magazine rack fits like a glove. Looks even better in a horizontal photo. Time to paint, and this is going to be our color scheme. Walls are gray, trim is blue, and the doors are red. Same as outlet covers. And vents. Built this as a custom candy display. Tried it out, and then we were ready to paint it. Then we painted the display cases to match. The hardest part was trying to figure out what to do behind the counter. We gave that magazine rack a nice little facelift. We picked up that metal rack from someone on Craigslist. It was in a creepy basement below a chocolate shop. This was a big score for us. We found these red rolling racks, the same ones we had at the video store we used to work at years ago. It also came with a nice fun story. We had to meet a guy in the middle of the night at a storage facility, and he had his stuff in the back where it was locked kind of and closed off, really awkward, and we had to wheel them all the way past the gates to our car, where we then found out we didn't have the right tools to take them apart. So Lee left me in the parking lot while he went to buy tools. By the time he got back, I had taken them apart with my pocket knife. And that's me sitting in our thrift shop chairs after a long night of lugging this junk into the store. And that's Lee, professional selfie photographer, posing with our red shelving. We saw an ad on Facebook for a guy trying to get rid of 1,000 VHS tapes. So we got 1,000 VHS tapes and filled up our new shelves. And now we have a proper aisle. When we got these, they were locked and they didn't come with a key, so I took a demolition saw and I cut the bolts off of both of the doors, and now we have access to the case. Time for some trim work. Originally the plan was just to not paint this wall because we're planning on putting a dummy wall over it, but we figured we're gonna have to paint it again for the next renter anyway, so we just painted it anyway. Painted this bit of the ceiling blue. I think it looks nice, but God, I hate these lights. Picked up some comic books from a guy on Craigslist. Somewhere between picking them up and bringing them to the store, we lost the 3 sliding doors for this cabinet, so I made some out of cardboard and painted them white. This would prove to be a temporary solution. First items to ever be in our case. I added a child safety lock to keep the door from just swinging open. A guy on Let Go hooked us up with these 3 sweet bookshelves that became our back case. Another rental vehicle. And this time we picked up slat wall and the shelving that goes with it. And some grid wall, which is more annoying to hang than I'll ever be able to explain. We built this dummy wall so we can make hanging our slat wall that much easier. Goodbye windows, and hello shelving. We got to the last corner and realized we had miscounted and didn't actually have enough pieces to finish. So we had to wait till the next weekend. Almost forgot, at some point we found a guy selling a phone on Facebook. He wanted $150, but I think I talked him down to $50 or $60. And he even brought it to our house and carried it up the stairs. Super nice guy. Met a sketchy guy in a Home Depot parking lot for this exchange for 1,000 DVDs. Ended up being enough to block a stairwell. You can get anything at a thrift shop. Filled this guy with some stuff a friend gave me. At this point, name and logo has been solidified. I want to welcome you to Cannibal Video. The little touches are really starting to make it feel like a home. We've even got some DVDs on the wall. Starting to look pretty legit. Like I said, you can find anything at a thrift shop. This was the first orientation of grid wall shelving we tried. It's all about the merch, so I had some mugs and shirts made. We ran some color-changing rope lights behind the shelving and finally got rid of that grandma lighting. And now we look like a real retail space. Picked up a Slimer from the Halloween store, and he really works his glutes. Mounting the phone was harder than expected. We got one of these things. Finally got around to painting the front door. When we saw this mask, we knew we had to have it. And of course, we had to make Cannibal Video hats. And here is the fully stocked finished candy sections. This is the coolest phone I've ever seen, and it's got a 25-foot red cord. We bought one TV to see how it fits, and since it fit great, we ordered another 2. And then we bought a 4th. We mounted that one vertically over the phone so we could display posters. We picked up a 70s Darth Vader mask and some knickknacks from the Hobby Lobby. Ended up rearranging how we had all of our VHS and DVDs. Put the VHS on the outside edge because they have less of a glare. So all in all, it took us about a year to build Cannibal Video. Soon we're going to start shooting videos there, and we hope you all join us. In the meantime, you can check us out at cannibalvideo.com, get some merch, and without any further ado, let's have a look at the store. I'm going to show a quick before and after here so you can see what we really did. It's hard to believe that the front of the store went from this to this, and the back of the store went from this to this. Thanks for watching, and remember, subscribe to Cannibal Video for some great stuff coming soon. You can find a link in the description.
Hello, internets. I just love watching Just Daggers. If you've enjoyed this video as much as I have, click that subscribe button. Peace out, homies.